Tres. Hi, good afternoon. We're going to give our conclusions about the sustainable projects and organizations in both cities of Tijuana and Barcelona. Me personally, I have learned a lot researching both Tijuana's and Barcelona's industry, innovation, infrastructure, sustainable cities, and communities. Even though Barcelona has one of the best infrastructure of the world and Tijuana is in phase of rebuilding, they both have They both have a lot of similarities and differences. While analyzing their similarities, I can say that they both are finding solutions to eliminate pollution. They have a great focus on promoting their tourism worldwide. They have been building new roads and bridges, as well as improving their public transportation. In addition, another aspect very important for both cities is that they have a great industry and they export many goods and products internationally. Now, going with their differences, there's obviously a huge amount of difference because of where they are located. Tijuana is located in Mexico, where you can say it is considered a third world city, whereas Barcelona is considered one of the best cities in Europe, and obviously considered as a first world city. Another main difference is that public transportation here in Tijuana is kind of a mess, and in Barcelona, it is very well organized for not only tourists, but also people who live there. I do think that cultural differences can affect the progress of every city. In Tijuana, people do not have a good mentality towards sustainability, climate change, and pollution. There is also a lot of crime and violence in the city. Barcelona, on the other hand, isn't that violent, and I consider that people over there have an idea on how to improve for the best, not only for the city, but for the planet. And therefore, I think it is a very important factor to consider. Obviously, there are good and bad things for both cultures, from both cultures, but we as a society need to understand certain types of necessary changes to make the world a better place. Arturo.
Yeah, okay. During the research of the project, I've noticed about how similar and different two cities can be. As we can see, Tijuana and Barcelona are taking different actions for the achievement of the SDGs related to innovation, industry, infrastructure, and sustainable cities. As we can see, Tijuana faces more challenges since it's a different cultural, geographical, and economic environment. Still, Tijuana is investing with the help of the private sector since it's one of the most industrialized cities in Mexico. It's also investing on with the help of the private sector since it's one of the most industrialized cities in Mexico. It's also investing on the innovation of new technologies and medical infrastructure. Tijuana faces more challenges since it's in a different cultural, geographical, and economic environment. Still, Tijuana is investing with the help of the private sector since it's one of the most industrialized cities. Structure, Tijuana is on a really big disadvantage since the government doesn't really invest on the infrastructure of the city, and it has one of the lowest mobility rates in the country. Even though there are some organizations that look forward to for the sustainability of the city.
I was able to realize all the difference and similarities between Tijuana and Barcelona. In the same way, I was able to learn more about two sustainable goals, which were eight, which are industries, innovation, and infrastructure, and the second goal was 11, which is sustainable cities and communities. However, the cultural difference between Barcelona and Tijuana can also affect the sustainable progress of these cities in different ways. Barcelona has a culture of sustainability with a strong focus on reducing waste, promoting renewable energy, and encouraging eco-friendly behaviors. Meanwhile, Tijuana is also making progress to, towards sustainability but it may not be as in the culture as in Barcelona. Barcelona is a really wealthy city with access to resources such as renewable energy technologies and sustainable building materials. Tijuana may have limited access to these resources, which can progress towards sustainable development. On the other hand, Barcelona has an extensive public transportation system, including a well-developed bicycle network. In Tijuana, the transportation system may be less developed, making it more challenging to reduce carbon emissions from transportation. The industries in Barcelona and Tijuana can also impact sustainable progress. For example, Barcelona tourist industry as a significant contributor to the local economy. And promoting sustainable tourism practice can have a significant impact on the environment. Even though in Tijuana, manufacturing and maquiladora industries are dominant, and sustainable practice may not be as community engagement and participation can also affect sustainable progress. In addition, this cultural difference can impact the sustainable progress of the city in different ways, highlighting the need for context-specific approach to sustainability. Understanding and respecting this cultural difference can help in developing effective strategies towards sustainable progress.
Tijuana and Barcelona are two cities that are very northern in the world. They are very different cities. Barcelona being one of the most beautiful and visited cities in the world, and on the other hand, Tijuana being one of the most violent cities in the world. Both cities have tried to innovate and make improvements in sustainable development and climate change. Nevertheless, Spain being way more stable and an economic country than Mexico, the changes in Barcelona have been way more notable than in Tijuana's. Despite Barcelona having a way bigger infrastructure than Tijuana, both countries rely heavily on tourism. Tijuana and Barcelona are two different examples of sustainable development. Undoubtedly, both cities are facing changes related to environmental degradation, social inequality, and economic development. They have adopted different strategies to address them. While both cities face challenges related to sustainable development, the approaches differ based on their context and priorities. Tijuana and Barcelona are two cities that have different characteristics, with Barcelona being a beautiful and popular tourist destination, while Tijuana is known for its high crime rates. Both cities have made efforts to address sustainable development and climate change, but Barcelona's progress has been more notable due to its more stable economic situation. Both cities face challenges related to environmental degradation, social inequality, and development, but they have adopted different strategies. Tijuana is making progress in addressing environmental and social issues, while Barcelona has set a high standard for sustainable development in Europe.
To finalize this video, we can all agree that the manufacturing sector of Tijuana, or the maquiladoras, are a great solution for not only jobs, but for the welfare of all citizens, not only from Tijuana, but from all around the city and the country. Thank you for watching this video.